I'm coming to you live from underneath a bridge because, as you can maybe see from the weather behind me, and maybe you can tell I'm a little bit damp, but it's the end of a typhoon today. But I thought, well, it'd be great to come outside and visually show kind of what I'm talking about. And I'm regretting this decision deeply because probably there's a lot of wind noise and I got wet. But I wanted to be outside and show something a bit different, so here we are. The theme of this video today is the themes that are within the film Impossible to Imagine, Souzou ga Dekinai. So yeah, let's start before I run out of batteries, which would be great. The big theme of Impossible to Imagine is of change. And it's a theme and also a question. The question being, where is Japan going as a country? I don't think that I set out to answer that question at all. I don't think, despite having lived here for a while now, I don't think that I'm the right person to answer the question, but it is a question I'm interested in seeing the answer to. So some ways that I showed the theme of change in this film were, of course, the seasons, very Japanese, and I tried to show that through seasonal flowers, tsubaki for winter, camellia, or the ajisai, the hydrangeas in early June, like early summer. References the emperor, the current emperor, Heisei emperor, retiring soon, and also the Meiji, the changes that kind of went through in the Meiji Restoration. Just little touches of the modern emperor's change, and also one of the biggest changes in Japan, which was definitely the Meiji Restoration. Tourism has become a big thing here in Kyoto especially, and in Japan in general. How many tourists have come, they sometimes describe it as explosions, pollution, lots of positive words. The river, as you can see behind me, I've chosen this spot to show how, water, rivers, it's always changing, it's always moving. You can't stop it, you can't stop change. It just happens like a river. And then aging as well. Japan is going through a population time bomb at the moment, with most of its population over, or a substantial percentage of its population over the age of 65. And that's only going to increase in the next few years. And I think that that's where the crunch is going to come in the next 10 to 15 years, will be that aging population kind of forcing change in ways that people don't maybe expect or really want at the moment. Alright, another big theme is the theme of identity, and it very much ties into myself as a producer. The kind of content that I like to make tends to be about who we are, especially mixed race, mixed identity, mixed culture. So where is Japan going? Where are people of mixed cultural heritage fitting into Japan now and in the near future? These are big themes. And also, how is Japan going to change its identity? Is it going to kind of hold on to this image of itself from the last few centuries? Or is it going to... I feel that sometimes Japan is really stuck in the Showa period, the period of the 80s to back before World War II, but especially the 80s, the boom era, where business was at its peak here. I think that that's considered to be a recent golden age that people don't really want to move on from. So what's Japan's identity going to change into? Loss is a huge theme in this film. There's the loss of Ami's mother, the loss of her friends moving away, the loss of the school that she went to closing because there's no children. There's a sense of the loss of complexity of culture as her friend kind of simplifies things like the tea ceremony for tourists rather than kind of letting it go more deeply. Hayato also experienced loss in his family's breakup. Loss is a huge theme in this film. The loss of something, but hopefully the gain of something else. On the flip side, love is a huge part of this film. There's not only the romance between Hayato and Ami, but there's also a love of Japan and Kyoto, I hope, which comes through in this film, through the images and, yeah, through showcasing what is a beautiful city. But definitely there's a lot of romance. I think it's a sweet film. And finally, tradition. There's a lot of tradition in this film. There's the shamisen playing, there's the dance, the Jutamai dance, there's tea ceremony, there's origami, there's a lot of tradition in this film. So if you're a Japan culture buff, then hopefully you'll get a bit of a fix. So yeah, there's some themes. Hopefully it'll stop raining. It's spitting on me now. The things I do for a video. Peace.